Thank you very much for doing this call. I have a question on a different topic, and that is pharmaceutical manufacturing. The is particularly pertinent to New Jersey, given all the headquarters that are here, but really for the country in general. The FDA testified in October before the House Committee on Energy and Commerce, of which Congressman Pallone is the chairman, specifically the Subcommittee on Health, talking about the over-reliance on manufacturing, particularly in China and India. And there have been many shortages, 163 drug shortages between 2013 and 2017. Moreover, there have been a lot of problems with the quality of the drugs. It's been well documented that there's carcinogens and even missing active ingredients. So my question is this a topic you're addressing right now, not only manufacturing, but quality? And are you talking to all these pharmaceuticals that are headquartered right here in New Jersey?
Well, Frank Pallone, let me start out, and we'll see if others want to answer too. The answer is yes, but it takes many forms. I mean, obviously, we're talking about them in terms of, making sure we don't have any shortages now, and also the concerns about the sources and the ingredients, and also about the developments of treatment drugs and ultimately vaccines. Let me just say, I'll try to be brief. As far as the shortages of drugs are concerned, if there are shortages right now, I believe it's a distribution shortage. In other words, talking to the manufacturers, they all tell us they have the drugs available. The biggest issue has been with the drugs for the reagent, in other words, or for the ventilators. In other words, to make sure that, whether you're doing a test or you're using a ventilator or various equipment, that whatever drugs and supplies have to be available for that are available. And so far, from what I can see, it's been not a manufacturing shortage, but a distribution shortage, and we're trying to get those things out as quickly as possible. But in terms of ingredients and stuff coming from China, there's no doubt that we have to do a better job, and we have to go back and try to have more of these things manufactured in here so we don't have another crisis. And make sure that the stuff that is coming in now is not contaminated and is useful, because I've had talks with many members from other states who've gotten things in, and the FDA said, no, you shouldn't be using that because it's not reliable or it's not tested. So there's that. And then, I'll leave it at that. Go ahead. Who else wants to talk?
Frank, I want to add to what you said, because I want to take a little different path, and that is the president had the opportunity, which he has the authority and power, as any president does, to use the Defense Production Act. He didn't do it, except in specific occasions when he went to his so-called quote-unquote friends to begin the manufacturing, for instance, in supplies that were needed in hospitals, ventilators, etc. But the point of the matter is, the supply chain is broken. When we started the tariff wars 2 years ago, that chain started to come apart. We can't rely on that chain in the future. What about tomorrow? If tomorrow morning the pandemic ends, if there was some miracle, if it ends tomorrow morning, that supply chain doesn't exist. We need to have a resiliency within our own manufacturers here in this country. And the president has the opportunity to tell them to get going on this or that, even if it is pharmaceuticals. We've had pharmaceuticals coming in and chemicals and drugs coming in from China for many, many years, many of which have fallen through the cracks in terms of inspection, in terms of sanitary conditions. You know it, and I know it. We didn't say anything about it, and now all of a sudden we don't have the plot. I just don't think it's a question of how we deliver the supplies or deliver the pharmaceuticals. I
I agree. And look, just let me add one thing, and that is we as a delegation and as House Democrats are very unhappy with the way the president has been going about this supply chain and chain of command. There should be, and we have, in the next bill, we're going to have legislation to establish a supply chain structure. There should be one person as a czar in charge of getting this stuff manufactured, getting it here, and distributing it with the federal government. There should be transparency, as I think several of the members said on the call about, what the needs are, where the stuff is being directed. And then the other thing I wanted to say is, we have been also talking to the manufacturers here in the U.S. and New Jersey about developing a vaccine, because ultimately that's the real answer to all this. And just for example, the other day I was talking to J&J, Johnson & Johnson, and they are doing trials. And, our state has been in the forefront also on new tests. I think you reported about how Rutgers now has a saliva test.
That's right. That's right.
It's going to be widespread. So our state, as Bill said, is out front on a lot of this stuff. And he's right. We need to do more of this here and not be relying so much on product ingredients or product coming from overseas. Did anybody else want to comment on this?
May I follow up, Congressman?
Yeah, sure.
This when FDA testified and they mentioned 163 drug shortages, 62% of which were in shortage because of quality problems. That entire period predates President Trump's tenure. So they also talked about the fact that FDA does not have the power to compel pharmaceuticals to manufacture in the United States. Would you consider enabling that power?
Defense production. Well, they could use, the president can and has, not enough, but has used the Defense Production Act to force them to manufacture. But now they have that power with the Defense Production Act, but normally they don't. You're right.
Okay. Thank you.
And Frank, look at how that act was used in prior situations. At the end of the Second World War, the Korean War, and we're in the middle of a war, we're going to say, we'll force the companies to manufacture tanks here, but not bazookas, maybe because this is total baloney, for crying out loud. And I am tired of people trying to correct me, quote unquote, when I say, we should be working together. Look, my legislation is bipartisan.